All right, everybody ready? All right, let's do it. Greetings to everyone out there in the NoDQ galaxy. Welcome to NoDQ's predictions video. This is the NoDQ review team's predictions video for the Money in the Bank 2019 pay-per-view event. I am being joined by the NoDQ review team. Of course, we have Virtue over at NoDQ.com/Virtue. Virtue, how are you feeling about this pay-per-view?
I've had so much going on personally. I'm actually kind of distanced from it, but maybe that's going to be good, right? Because I didn't even watch the 2 Raw and Smackdowns from London or wherever it was in England.
Yeah, it was London, England.
I know what's happening for the pay-per-view, and I'll give you my predictions. But maybe I'll be surprised on Sunday because I've kind of taken a step back for other reasons, and it might help my interest. We'll see. So 50-50 right now.
All right. Well, we also have TJS from NoDQ.com/TJS. TJS, how are you feeling about this show?
Well, I'll just say, yowie wowie, boys. What a card that we have. The card on paper looks really good, but we know how WWE is. There might be a chance that they'll still screw this up somehow, but hopefully not. Hopefully all these matches are great, and hopefully it's a great show, and we're happy with the booking. So we'll see. We'll see about it.
All right. We also have Big G from NoDQ.com/Big G. Big G, your thoughts on the show?
I guess I could say a 5 out of 10. I'm gonna lower my expectations, and hopefully it'll be a good pay-per-view this coming Sunday.
Yeah, I think the build-up has been average, but I think the matches will be really good. I think it'll be a solid pay-per-view when it's all said and done. The Money in the Bank matches always deliver, and Virtue, we were at Money in the Bank last year. That was a fun show. I think we had a good time there. It was a pretty good show overall. So I think this one will be good. I think the Money in the Bank matches have potential to steal the show, and maybe a few other matches will steal the show. So let's start off with the kickoff match, and I am shocked that this is the kickoff match. I know Noah Foster, Cindy, everyone else from Team 205 Live Matters, they're thrilled about this. The kickoff match, the Usos, no surprise there, facing the Smackdown Tag Team Champions, Eric Rowan and Daniel Bryan. Yes, former WWE Champion Daniel Bryan. So, Big G, let's start with you. Your thoughts on this being the kickoff match, and what's your prediction? I guess it is for the SmackDown Tag Title. So
yeah, well, I guess we can say that the shakeup really doesn't matter anymore because you got Raw tag teams challenging SmackDown tag teams for the tag team championship. It should be a good match. You know, they put on a good match last week with the Usos and Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan. It's kind of weird seeing Daniel Bryan on the kickoff. Usos, you know, they've always been on the kickoff and they always deliver. So with that being said, I'm going to have Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan to retain the SmackDown Tag Team title since they just won it recently. So that's my prediction. TJS.
Now, I was reading something on NoDQ.com, and someone in attendance said that Daniel Bryan seemed off, like he seemed sluggish or whatever. Did you guys notice that on SmackDown, or was it just him? I mean, I didn't. Honestly,
dude, I'm telling you what, they're covering up a concussion, and that's why he's in a tag team. That's why it's on the kickoff show. It's going to be shorter than normal. It's probably watch him work the whole match now. I don't know, but something seems fishy about all this, dude.
I just know that I didn't pay much attention to SmackDown, honestly. And I guess what you're saying does make sense because he was in a big handicap match tonight, Virtue, on top of being in that tag team.
Yeah.
I'm expecting Daniel Bryan and Rowan to win here. Not much I can say about this besides it's a travesty that it's on the kickoff because the Cruiserweight title match is Ariya Daivari versus Tony Nese. Like, come on, Ariya Daivari was a jobber and Tony Nese was just a guy, and now all of a sudden they're on the main card over Daniel Bryan and the Usos. Give me a break. But yeah, Bryan.
Well, I think Noah Foster is going to have some issues with what you just said, TJS. So you're in some hot water with the Simple Man. The simple man's about to make your life complex, my friend.
I think this match is on the kickoff show for a reason, to keep it short, to have the Usos do a lot of their double team against Rowan. Bryan gets the hot tag and just does the easy stuff at the end for the win because he's still suffering something. That's what I think.
Wait a minute. If WWE wanted to keep the kickoff short when they just have the cruiserweights in it?
Ouch.
Yeah, but those matches go like 15, 16 minutes. I know you were referring to height. Bryan and Rowan retain. Simple as that. No.
To use Noah's line. Wait, what was that, TJS?
There will be 2 kickoff matches. I'm sure the cruiserweight title will be added at the last.
Or they just flip-flop the matches, and last minute the cruiserweight match ends up on the kickoff. Oh boy, Noah's not gonna like that with your fingers crossed. You bad, TJS, you bad. All right, so I'm going to agree with everyone. I think Bryan and Rowan will retain the tag team titles, and I would not be shocked if the matches get flipped around and Bryan's match ends up on the main card, because to me that's just so absurd. The idea of the WWE champion as of a month ago being on the kickoff. I don't know. Anyways, let's move on here to the main card, a match which will apparently be on the main card. Hashtag 205 Live Matters. We have Tony Nese defending his cruiserweight title against TGS's favorite wrestler, Ariya Daivari. So TGS, let's start with you. How excited are you for this? What's going to go down in this epic encounter between these 2 world-class cruiserweights?
Man, I'll be honest, I've given up on 205 Live. I mean, I tried to watch it because I really like Jack Gallagher. But I just think, I'm sorry, but I don't know. I just don't have the motivation to watch it. So whatever. I guess Tony Nese is gonna win because I just don't think Daivari is gonna take it from. I don't think he's the guy to do it. And it seems like they like to have longer title reigns than 205 Live. So whatever. Tony Nese.
All right, Tony Nese. All right, Virtue.
Enzo over Neville with the help of Drew Gulak. Oh wait, sorry. That was the last time. That was the last time I watched 205 Live. Nese just won it. So Nese retains. This'll, they'll do all their crazy flip flopping and flying, and the fans that like that will be entertained. The fans that don't won't.
Are you going to be entertained?
Probably not, but we'll see. I said, I'm going in 50-50. Maybe I'll like things I normally don't like.
So wait a minute. You're not going to be in your living room going, "This is awesome."
That's only cool when you're there. Come on, you know that. We were there last year.
Yeah, you were doing Fight Forever when Jinder Mahal were fighting.
Oh, dude, that was great. Great time. Great viral video out of that.
Oh boy, I can't wait till SummerSlam. I'm gonna have jokers to the left of me, clowns to the right of me.
I joked that I wasn't
Foster. Gonna have Virtue. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time for sure. Big G.
Well, I'm going to get some heat for this, but I don't think 205 Live matters. If it did matter, they would have kept Enzo. They would have done their best to keep Enzo. They would have done the best to keep Neville. They would have done their best to keep Austin Aries. So now we're down to Tony Nese and Ariya Daivari. Tony Nese just won it at WrestleMania. And like TJ has said, in 205 Live, they like to have lengthy title reigns. So Tony Nese is going to retain.
Hey, I mean, look, I was going to say, look at it like this. People praise Buddy Murphy. People praise Cedric Alexander. Those guys got called up from the shakeup. Haven't seen Buddy Murphy on TV. Cedric Alexander's appeared once and lost. So there you go. That's the importance of the Cruiserweight division.
Yeah,
Pretty much. I'm going to agree with everyone. I think Tony Nese is going to retain. No need for Mr. Daivari to win the title, although I wouldn't mind seeing his brother show up. That would be cool. Reunite the Daivari brothers, make them a tag team or do something with them. They could feud with the Singh brothers. Oh, poor Jinder Mahal. Where's he been lately?
I have a feeling that all of those guys are going to be at the Super Showdown pay-per-view.
They're going to be in the greatest battle royal. But that's another video for another time. Let's talk about the United States Championship match, Samoa Joe defending against Rey Mysterio. So I'll go first on this one. I think we're going to see heel turn. I think we're going to see Dominic turn against his father and join with Samoa Joe, because why else would you be having Dominic show up all the time? There's got to be something going on here. Now, I think Vince Russo would definitely script this, as would I. I think you got to have Dominic turn on his dad and have the son who's aligning himself with his father's arch nemesis. So yeah, I think Dominic's going to turn heel. And if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be disappointed, because I think that would be entertaining to see Dominic go heel and join up with Samoa Joe. They even have matching hairstyles, so come on now. It works out perfectly to me, and Samoa Joe should not be losing the title anyways. So I'm going to say Samoa Joe retains, not necessarily with Dominic's help, but he'll retain somehow, some way. Maybe an accident. Maybe Dominic accidentally costs him. But Big G, what are your thoughts?
Well, I'm going to go the other route. I see Dominic helping Mysterio win the U.S. title. Typical WWE. They're going to hot potato the title back and forth.
For that Hispanic demographic.
Win with the help. And then Dominic's going to hoist Mysterio on his shoulders again. And then he drops Mysterio and says, I got you, Dad. I'm coming for you now. No, I don't know.
All right. So you're predicting a title change, TJS?
Yeah.
I'm also predicting a title change. I think that Dominic probably gonna jump the barricade or something, and then Joe's gonna try to go after him, and then Rey Mysterio hits the drop kick, gets Samoa Joe on the ropes. He hits the 619, and then we get the big father-son celebration in the ring. Because, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like Joe is kind of an afterthought right now. And it sucks to say that, because this guy has serious potential, but I don't know. I feel like, Rey hasn't really won a title since he came back, and I feel like if he was going to win the title, this is the time. Maybe at SummerSlam they'll do the custody of Dominic ladder match again or something. I don't know. But officially, Rey's winning the title.
All right, Virtue.
I agree with Aaron Riff. Joe's going to retain. Now, will Dominic get involved or turn heel? That's a stretch. I could see him getting involved and taking a bump from Joe or something inadvertent, which causes concern for Rey, which is what allows Joe to capitalize to win. So with that said, Joe will remain the United States champion.
The Miz facing the best in the world.
Start over. You didn't have enough enthusiasm. Do that.
Oh, hell.
Start over. Let's get it right.
The best in the... Can't do it.
That's what Shane was doing, making him do it over and over again.
Virtue, you're starting now, just for that.
All right, cage match, Shane McMahon. What are we gonna see? Is he gonna hit it? I mean, he won the SummerSlam or the WrestleMania match, in weird finish. What's on the line here? Pride?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the Miz. This is the Miz fighting for his Mr. Potato Head dad. The rules of a cage match: you can, touch your 2 feet and win, right?
Or escape with the door.
I think the Miz is gonna win this one. I think because Shane got that weird finish win at Mania, Miz is gonna win this one, and there's your 50-50 booking.
Well, I agree with you, Virtue. I think that we are going to see The Miz get his revenge, and I think this is going to be the end of the feud, and Miz will get the last laugh. So, yeah, Miz is going to win the cage match, and I'm guessing Shane's going to take a big bump. It's the steel cage match. Shane might attempt the coast-to-coast, like off the top of the cage or something crazy like that, or he's going to get thrown off the cage. Something big is going to happen in this match. But yeah, Shane's going to take a big bump, and Miz will capitalize on it and pick up the victory. TJS.
It would be cool if Shane took the Vince bump from St. Valentine's Day Massacre. That'd be cool. But I don't know why, but I think Shane's going to win, and then they're going to have another match at SummerSlam. I don't know why. But since this is a cage match, I feel like Shane can crawl out, and then it'd be like, oh, he didn't pin Miz, but he still won. So that's what I'm expecting. And I think Miz is probably going to get a big win at SummerSlam. So yeah, Shane McMahon again. I don't really remember what happened on SmackDown with Shane and Miz though. Who stood tall?
Miz.
Yeah.
But Shane's music was playing at the end. Shane avoided getting his ass kicked by Miz.
TJS, how dare you go against 50-50 booking?
Yeah.
I'm defying all logic, man. It's crazy. But yeah, I think Shane's gonna win it because they really want to do this best in the world moniker, and then maybe at SummerSlam it'll be for the cup. Who the hell knows? I don't know. Whatever though. Shane. Big G.
Well, I'm gonna go with Miz to win the steel cage match, and then Shane will say something. You know what? You didn't technically beat me by pinning me, so at the next Saudi show, we're gonna have one last fight for the best in the World Cup, and that's how the feud's gonna end.
Alrighty then. Fair enough. Good picks, everybody, except for TJS, but good picks, everybody. I mean, at WrestleMania, Shane won by a fluke, although I guess that would keep the heel heat on him if he just kept beating the Miz by a fluke, and then you would just want to see it even more. So, I mean, I guess I wouldn't rule it out.
Do you really see Miz climbing out of the cage to escape to win, or
No.
do you see? Yeah. So what's the point of being a cage match if there's not going to be some kind of fluke victory? That's my.
Shane's going to take a big bump.
Yeah, I don't know.
He'll do coast to coast from one side of the steel cage to the other.
Maybe you have the referee sitting there, and then you have Miz crawling to try to escape, and then the referee takes off a mask, and it's Miz's dad, and he slams the door shut on Miz's face, and then Shane wins.
Well, I mean, that in a Vince Russo world, I'd love that. I'd pop for that. But I mean, how do we set our expectations in 2019?
Right.
Exactly.
Good point. All right. Next up, we have, I think, the match that Virtue might be looking forward to the most. We have Roman Reigns versus Elias. I think the outcome here is going to be the big dog prevails, and I really have nothing much else to say about the match. So I'm going with Roman. I'll throw it over to you, Big G. Your thoughts?
Yeah, Roman as well, you know. Elias, he's just pretty much, I don't want to say a jobber, but
a jobber.
Yeah, he'll put Roman over, and Roman will get the big win, and Elias will just continue to be a karaoke singer / wedding singer.
Ouch. All right, Virtue.
As much as I like Elias, I never bet against Roman Reigns. So yeah, Roman Reigns is going to win this match with a Superman punch and a spear. And when he does the little thing in the corner, wow, the fans in attendance will still do it, even though most of them hate him.
All right, TJS.
You know what it is. The big dog's got to hunt. Ooh, yes, sir. His yard. Big dog. Big dog rule. He runs both shows. Big yard. Fight, spear, Superman punch. The big dog wins again, baby.
All right.
Fight forever. Fight forever. I think this match will be better than the Jinder and Roman match from last year, though, because I like Elias. I think he's a good worker.
So 2 years in a row at Money in the Bank, Roman is in the mid card.
Oh. Biding their time. They're biding their time.
Oh, yeah.
I
know.
He's gonna get the noise though.
I feel like this match is gonna go kind of short. Like it's gonna be almost a squash match. Like Elias tries to hit him with the guitar, and then Roman ducks underneath, hits the ropes, spear. That's it.
It could be.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we're not gonna see Roman Reigns in the kickoff. That ain't gonna happen. Highly unlikely in all likelihood. All right. So now we have the WWE Championship match. We have Kofi Kingston, the pancake slinging, comedy making, gyrating WWE champion versus the bastard Kevin Owens, who recently turned his back on the New Day. So the storyline right now is that Xavier Woods is hurt and Kofi keeps holding him back. So the Vince Russo and all of us wonders, is this a possible swerve? Is Xavier going to potentially turn heel and be fed up with Kofi holding him back and making him feel useless? Like, is there something to this storyline, or is Kevin Owens just a guy that's going to fall victim to Kofi Kingston? I feel like we might get some falling out. Like, I feel like Big E's going to come back and there's going to be some dissension, but I don't think it's going to happen yet. I think Kofi's going to retain the WWE Championship in this match. Virtue, what are your thoughts?
So this is one where I can't stand Kofi being booked as champion, so I'm going to go ahead and pick him to retain because I want to be wrong. If he retains, I'm going to be miserable, but at least then I'll get it right? But if he loses and I'm wrong, I'm absolutely okay with that. So for that reason alone is why I'm picking Kofi to retain. For superstitious reasons.
Oh, doing what I did with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, pretty much.
Yeah, but again, it is what it is. I think Vince McMahon loves his New Day creation that didn't get over originally, and the fact now he sees Kofi isn't Kofi. He's the New Day. The New Day is the WWE champion right now. That's the way I look at it. And Vince McMahon loves it because that's his creation.
Right. All right, Big G.
I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to say Kevin Owens is going to win the WWE title. And he'll be the, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Grand Slam?
No, not Grand Slam. Is it interchangeable champion or not? What's the word I'm thinking of? Huh? Yeah, transitional champion. Thank you. I don't think Xavier is going to do anything and attack Kofi or swerve on Kofi. Big E, he said on Busted Open Radio he won't be back till 2021, 2022, but I think he was making fun, and he's going after Becky Lynch's mom, so he's got that going. So yeah, Kevin Owens is going to win the WWE title.
Becky's mom has got it going on. All right, TJS, what do you think about Becky's mom? You're always talking about how hot everyone is, in particular EC3. What do you think about Becky's mom?
Becky's mom
has got it going on.
I remember the lyrics of that song. I remember something on a business trip, or is she trying to give me the slip? Whatever. I think that Kofi Kingston's winning clean, and there's not much else I can say about it. Maybe Big E. Actually, I'm expecting Big E to make a surprise appearance. There won't be any dissension, though. I think it's just going to be all happy-go-lucky, new day, new way, whatever. It's like Virtue said. Vince sees the New Day as the WWE champion, not Kofi. That was a really good point, because I feel like there's not any individuality in this group now. They're just all one big act. I feel like Kofi's going to hold the title for a little bit. Probably until summer.
I guarantee you there will be pancakes during the entrance of this match.
Yep, I expect it too, man.
Has any of us ever gotten the chance to eat a New Day pancake? Shouldn't that be like a bucket list thing to do as a wrestling fan? Say you ate one of the New Day pancakes?
No, but at one of
I'm a French toast guy, by the way.
At one of the SmackDown shows I was at, I think it was like SmackDown 1000, there was a pancake that got really close to me. Like,
would you eat it if it got thrown at you and you caught it? Would you eat it?
Hell yeah, I'd eat it. I'm like, yeah, look
you got to
this.
mark out. You got to eat a New Day pancake. How about if it hits the floor, though? Would you still eat it?
5-second rule.
I bet those are frozen pancakes. There's no way they got somebody back there making off.
Well, they can afford it with that.
Well, that's probably what creative does, because they don't make storylines.
Remember, don't blame creative. It's all Vince's fault.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't make a pancake WWE Championship belt.
I know, right? Just like we had the Daniel Bryan title, we can have a pancake-shaped WWE Championship. I'm surprised we haven't had that yet. All right, enough about that. Let's get moving to more serious business. We have the real World Championship in WWE, the Universal Championship match between Seth freaking Rollins and the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Aaron, did you pick?
Yes.
Did you pick?
I picked Kofi to retain.
Yep, you did.
Okay. So, Rollins versus AJ, their first WWE match. Of course, we saw the footage from 14, 15 years ago. TGS, let's start with you on this one. Who do you think's leaving with the Universal Championship?
Seth Rollins. I feel like WWE is really blowing their load here way too early, and this match is probably going to be underwhelming. It's going to be overshadowed by such matches as the ladder match and, other wrestling clinics. Or, I'm just not a fan of this babyface versus babyface thing. I think someone needs to turn heel, and I feel like AJ should be the one to turn heel. But maybe if AJ turned heel, it would be kind of like a copy of when Daniel turned heel on him. I don't know. Maybe the Good Brothers help AJ win. That would be something. But I'm not expecting it. I'm expecting Seth Rollins to just flat out win with the stomp. And it should be an okay match, but I don't think it's going to be great. I doubt this is their first or their last match. So whatever. Virtue.
This screams no contest to me with Brock Lesnar showing up and dismantling both of these guys. And I really want to say that, but you know how it is. You don't see stuff. I mean, I don't know. God, it's going to be so hard to pick that because I could see it not happening, but how do you get Brock back in time for Saudi Arabia? He's going to want that payday.
Right, and he hasn't been announced for a match yet. They're not going to throw him in that 50-man battle royal.
And if it's a no contest, Seth retains. I'm just going to say Seth retains.
Right.
I'm going to say Seth retains, and my reason will be because of Brock Lesnar.
And I agree with you, Virtue.
Yeah.
I'm going with that exact prediction. I think we're going to see Brock sabotage the match, and it's going to be a triple threat in Saudi Arabia. But yeah, Seth Rollins will retain because of Brock crashing the party. All right.
That would be bad, actually. That doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah. Big G.
Well, this will be a freaking phenomenal match. I see Seth retaining. It'll be back.
So you're saying a 25-minute classic 5-star, right?
No, I don't believe in that whole 5-star thing. It'll be a good 15 minutes tops. I do like your guys' thing with Lesnar interfering and ending it in a no contest, and then them having a triple threat in Saudi Arabia.
All right. So there you go.
Fortunately, they'll put the title back on Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Part of me wants to predict Brock Lesnar being the Universal Champion again fairly soon, and everyone's just going to be, oh, man, for real?
He's going to, come out during the Money in the Bank match, steal the briefcase, and then cash in the middle of Seth versus AJ.
Well, there you go. I don't think Brock's going to do a Money in the Bank ladder match. That's he's got his control.
He's not going to do the match. He's just going to come out there when everyone's down, take the briefcase, and then that'd be it.
He's Brock, nobody's going to stop him because he's Brock. All right. So we got the two women's championship matches, and then we got the Money in the Bank ladder matches. So let's go ahead and talk about those. So I guess we'll just talk about the women's matches together. So first we have Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans, which I presume will go on first. See, I'll give your predictions different. So what I think is going to happen is Becky will beat Lacey Evans for the Raw Women's title. And then because she is worn out, that's her excuse for losing. She had to go through a grueling matchup with Lacey. And that's when Charlotte is going to get the best of Becky and win the SmackDown Women's title. The titles are separate on the two brands. And that's the end of Becky 2 belts. So that's what I think is going to happen. Charlotte wins the title. Becky will retain the Raw Women's title. So, Virtue, what do you think?
We'll make this short and sweet. Ditto with what Aaron said. Exact amundo.
All right. TJS.
I'm going the other way, guys. I think Charlotte versus Becky is going to go on first. Becky's going to beat her by the skin of her teeth. And then it's going to be Lacey and Becky in a really short match with Lacey beating Becky.
Wow, that is bold, TJ.
Do they still got more Becky 2-belt shirts to sell? Is that what you're going with?
Well, I think Becky's gonna lose one of the titles, and if she lost the SmackDown title, that would make her still appear on both shows because she's technically on SmackDown. So I figure if she loses the Raw title to Lacey, then she'll only be obligated to appear on SmackDown unless the wild card rule affects her and she tries to appear on both. I don't know. I just think they have a real chance to build Lacey as a star, and maybe they won't drop the ball with her. I think she has a really good character. She seems really devoted to it. So maybe Becky's too injured or whatever, and the referee's like, "No, Becky, you can't do this." And then she's like, "Oh, I can," and then she just gets socked with a women's right, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Charlotte loses, Lacey wins.
Interesting theory there. That's very bold. So if you're correct and we're wrong, you could end up running away with this predictions championship for this pay-per-view. Interesting. All right, Big G, have you been persuaded by TJS?
Well, no.
No.
I was thinking about what you guys said. I was thinking about what TJS said. And you know what? I said, screw it. Becky's going to retain both.
Yeah, I agree.
Until possibly SummerSlam. And then maybe Ronda comes back. And then Ronda will get her hands on Becky Lynch.
What was that, Big G? Did you say retain both?
Yes, retain both.
All right.
I'm making sure that's official.
I'm going with my gut.
You think it's going to be a continuation of Becky 2 belts?
Yes.
All right. Fair enough.
It's too early for Lacey to win. And I think Charlotte really doesn't need a title again. I'm sorry. She really doesn't.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Now we got the 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches. Let's start with the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We have Natalya versus Dana Brooke versus Naomi versus Alexa Bliss versus Bayley versus Mandy Rose versus Ember Moon versus Carmella. So Big G, we're going to start with you on this. I guess we're only doing one pick for the Money in the Bank matches instead of like a primary pick and a secondary pick. So you only got one pick here. So make it a good one. Who do you think's leaving with the Money in the Bank contract? Well,
this is not my prediction. I see Sasha Banks attacking Dana Brooke and inserting herself into the Money in the Bank ladder match. But as far as the winner, damn. I'm gonna have to go with Alexa Bliss.
Oh.
To be the 2-time Money in the Bank winner.
I was not expecting that. See, I'm wondering what's going on with her because she didn't even wrestle on Raw, and she's barely been wrestling over the past couple months. Virtue, what do you think?
All right, who was in this match again? I mean, I'm trying to think of what.
Dana Brooke, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Ember Moon, and Carmella.
Good gosh, I mean, who in the hell is in this match? I see why you picked Alexa Bliss, maybe, Big G. I'm going to go ahead and for the very reason you picked Alexa Bliss, I say Carmella's going to win it for the 2nd year in a row. I really don't care about this match, so I'm going to say Carmella. Because it's a joke to me. I mean, the people in this match are a joke. You could say Ember Moon because you want to see her push, but I mean, well, come on, they're going to do that?
Right.
Probably not.
Well, so if it was my call, I'd pick Ember to win because I think she's got the most potential, the most upside of everybody in this match. I think she has the most star power potentially. So of course she's not going to win, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope she does win, but I'm not going to predict her. I don't think she is going to win. I thought like Bayley would make a lot of sense because she hasn't really been doing much lately, and now that she's on her own, this would give her career a kickstart. But I feel it's going to be Vince's favorite. It's going to be Mandy Rose. She's going to be the one to win it. And Vince is going to give her the big push, and she's going to – I mean, it really depends on who's going to be on SmackDown with the women's title. That's why part of me thought, like, well, if I'm picking Charlotte to win, then maybe Bayley should win the briefcase. But, yeah, I think Mandy's going to win it. I think we're going to have – I think it's better for heels to win. Like, I was also thinking maybe we would have one face and one heel win Money in the Bank, but I think it's generally better for heels to win. I'm just gonna say Mandy, but I wouldn't be shocked if Bayley or
I'm gonna
Ember
do
won.
this. If Mandy Rose does win, Aaron, I'm gonna go in cameo and I'm gonna have Mandy Rose send you a personalized message.
Dude, Carmella's fresh off the women's battle royal victory at WrestleMania kickoff or whenever that was, so I feel pretty good about my pick.
All right, fair enough. All right, TJS.
Well, I mean, you guys mentioned how Alexa hasn't wrestled in a bit, and it seems like she's only doing the big shows. What was her excuse Monday? Her luggage was lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody can find that luggage, I will pay for it. I'm just saying, I'll buy it from you. But anyway, I think.
Wow. For those of you at home that don't understand that, she has her panties in that luggage. Okay, continue.
I want for the wrestling gear version. No, but anyway, so we're all going to be picking someone different in this, which is really interesting. I think Bayley's going to win it, guys. I really do. I think that we're going to get the heel turn that we've been speculating about. I think that Bayley is probably going to end up turning on Becky Lynch because they're all buddy-buddy. So, and that's it makes sense to me because Bayley's really been portrayed as the dark horse here. Hasn't been doing a whole lot, like you said. And, I mean, she had a backstage promo or a selfie promo this week. So, for some reason, I just feel that Bayley's going to get this one.
See, I like that, TJS. I think that's a good way to turn her heel also, where she goes to that dark place. You know, she's tempted to cheat and, you know, take advantage or whatever, even though it's not cheating because you can legally cash it in whenever. But, you know, it's the whole moral dilemma.
She could tease it like, yeah, I'm all about friendly competition. And then one day she can just go like crazy and just beat the heck out of Becky with the briefcase and then be like, cash in. I think that would be a cash in.
And like she morally has to like be conflicted about it, and like she teases doing it, but then she's like morally. It would be a really nice storyline. The problem is WWE doesn't know how to tell stories properly, so I would love to see that happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Vince favorite's going to win, Mandy Rose. I'm going with the Vince favorite.
Split 4 ways, guys. That's great.
We are. All right.
Then that means Natalya will win it.
Yeah, probably. All right. Ember move. Hey, maybe Big G's idea was Sasha Banks showing up and attacking somebody and taking the spot and winning it. Never say never. All right. Let's talk about the men's Money in the Bank. I feel like we might have some agreements on this one, though. We have Sami Zayn versus Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre versus Baron Corbin versus Mustafa Ali versus Finn versus Almas versus Randy Orton. So this should be a hell of a match. Probably going to be the main event to close the show. I think this will be a great Money in the Bank with Zayn, Ricochet, Ali doing all sorts of crazy stuff in this match. Andrade too. Orton will probably hit some cool RKO during the match. This has the potential to be one of the best Money in the Bank ladder matches in my opinion, just for the crazy spots that these guys are going to do. So Virtue, we're going to start with you. Who do you think is going to leave with the World Championship contract?
Oh my goodness. I'm going to say Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton's going to win it again for the second time.
And
I don't know if it's contingent to the fact that he's wrestling Triple H in Saudi Arabia, meaning Randy's still considered a big deal in management's eyes, even though he's older. I just really don't know who else I could see win that. So I'm interested to hear what you guys say. I'm going Randy.
Interesting. Well, Big G, what about you? What do you think?
Well, like we did on Rage last week, I'm sticking with my gut. McIntyre needs to win the most out of all these people.
I agree with you.
Benefit from the most.
Yeah. I'm going with McIntyre also. I think it's his time. He's the guy I think the company's the highest on. And I could see, of all these guys, I see him the one being a future world champion. Like, because WWE's bringing up how there's been failed cash-ins and stuff, and the last couple of years, Money in the Bank has really cooled off as a concept. So I think you need something hot. And of all these guys, the only one I could see really getting that main event push, I mean, Randy Orton, but yeah, I think it's going to be McIntyre. I don't see Ali, Bálor, Andrade. I mean, maybe Andrade. I think he's like a good dark horse pick. TJS, what do you think?
You're gonna think I'm crazy.
Ali.
Yep, that's actually
Who?
Because I feel like the whole Kofi Mania thing happened, and Ali didn't really get his opportunity. So I feel like WWE is gonna try to give back to him. They're gonna let him have this one. Maybe he's not gonna successfully cash in. I still think that Ali's gonna win somehow, some way. And I tried to use process of elimination here. I mean, we know Finn's not going to win. He's already got a title. Andrade, I don't know. I could go down all 8, but to save you guys time, I think it's going to be Ali because he he didn't really get to shine like he was supposed to because of that injury. So that's just, I don't know how this is going to happen, but that's what I'm expecting. I've been doing some wild predictions tonight. Hopefully it pays off.
Wild like the wild card. There you go. I'm actually legitimately surprised that we weren't all unanimous with Drew, but okay, fair enough.
Drew is too obvious, and also, does Drew's character really need it?
If he's going to be the world champion and he's a heel.
Well, you know what? I kind of feel like.
Remember, he's the Scottish psychopath.
I feel like. I think Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre are going to start fighting sometime in this match, and they're going to eliminate each other, and that's how Ali's probably going to get him.
Could happen. All right. Good predictions, everybody. That is Money in the Bank. It's this Sunday live on the WWE Network. Let's go ahead and do our plugs. Let's start with you, Big G.
Yes. NoDQ.com/Big G. Takes you to my Twitter page. NoDQ_Big G on Instagram. Jeff Hiltz on Facebook. NoDQ.com/shirts. Everybody's got shirts. Virtue's wearing NoDQ review. Aaron's wearing ladies at NoDQ.com. I'm wearing #FireVirtue. TJS has got his NoDQ.com beanie, and he's wearing a Northeastern shirt from somewhere. That's it for the Big G. TJS, take it away, buddy.
NoDQ.com/TJS takes you to my Facebook page. By the way, this is my college shirt. I'm going to be graduating with my degree Friday, so that's
Congrats.
Cool. Thanks. But yeah, Twitter at NoDQ_TJS. Follow me there. I tweet sometimes. And PlayStation Network, add me. My ID is Tyler Joseph Smith. No spaces, no underscores. Like that. That's it for me.
All right.
Follow me on Twitter at NoDQ_Virtue or Facebook, NoDQ.com/Virtue.
All right, sounds good. And of course, you can stay tuned to NoDQ.com for the very latest. I guess I'll do a cheap plug for my personal YouTube page, YouTube.com/Aaron Rift, which does have over 100,000 subscribers now. So there you go. Thank you guys for subscribing and checking out the videos. And hopefully the NoDQ channel can get somewhat close to that soon. So we got to keep grinding, guys. And to everyone watching, if you enjoyed this video, please share it, tell a friend, spread the word, spread the love. And that's all we got for this time. We will see you all next time.